room with a hard roof, it becomes part of the principal structure and the setback is greater. So in changing from the screen roof to a hard roof, they end up needing a variance. The existing screen room is set back approximately 8 feet from the rear property line. As such, this variance request is for 7 feet of relief. We've had some of these before where people are actually asking for 10 feet of relief because their lots are a little bit narrower. The lots in Sandpiper are not quite as deep as most lots in the city. Again, the subject, you can see the subject property abuts the Sandpiper Golf Course to the rear, so there really are no impacts on adjacent properties. The screen room is already there. They're really just changing the material the roof is made out of. The next slide, please. Here's the site plan that was submitted in yellow. Outlined in yellow is the screen room. It's about 12 by 12, and it sits about 8 feet from the property line. Next slide, please. And with their application, they also submitted proof that the Sandpiper Golf and Country Club Architectural Committee has voted in support of their request. You can see the approval letter there on the slide. So this is very similar to the one we just heard a couple of cases ago. The hardship's not the result of any action taken by the applicant. We do have a precedent established in Sandpiper where variances like this have been granted when the property abuts the golf course to the rear. As such, the requested relief would not be contrary to public interest. The amount of relief requested is the minimal amount necessary to accommodate the hard roof screen room. And again, based on the lack of viable alternatives, the minimal impact on adjacent properties, and really the cosmetic nature of the request, we recommend approval of this variance.
All right, thank you. Do we have any requests for from the public for?
No, Madam Chair, no callers at this time.
Thank you. Questions from the board?
Mr. Rashke has his hand raised, Madam Chair.
Mr. Rashke?
I would make a motion for approval.
All right, thank you. All right, we have a motion and a second. Let's go ahead and put this to vote. Ms. Carlson?
Yes.
Mr. Culberson?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Rashke?
Yes.
Mr. Hirsch?
Yes.
And Ms. Konishi, yes. So it has been approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so do we have any unfinished business for today? Yes,
Brandy.
Not really unfinished business, but this is Ms. Carlson's last meeting with us. She has been on the board, excuse me, been on the board for, I believe, almost 3 years, and her term is up on 5/31. She is, she's going to leave us, so we're going to have to fill her spot, but we wanted to say thank you so much for being with us and spending your time with us and helping us with the city, request from the city.
And I would like to thank the board. I've enjoyed my service and the staff. You guys have been great. And I will miss all of you, but maybe I can watch you on television.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris. We're going to miss you.
Well, I think, you know, I believe in I think we need both a combination of people that have institutional memory, and I know I've talked to some people who are interested in service on this board, and I think that's important that we get new faces, and everybody that comes in does a great job, and the staff makes it all easy for us. And I'm sorry I'm leaving now that we have this new format.
Oh,
hopefully it's not a permanent format,
No,
but
that's correct. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Awesome.
Certainly been a challenge. All right, do we have any new business? All right, then I guess we stand adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
thank you.
You all be safe.
Thanks for all of this today. You guys made it so much easier. So,
Thank you. You did a great job, Madam Chair. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you all.
Sorry if you could hear my dog barking in the background. They were kind of